I never really noticed autumn colours, I don't think, before I took up photography. And every year there's sort of an excitement that builds as you head in towards autumn and you know you're going to get some colour. But sometimes it's just enough to wander along and drink it all in. Now this is a new location for me, completely new. Now there's a reason I'm down here slightly later than sunrise, which I'll show you in a little while. Good morning. Well, I'm back at Studley and I've walked down through a place called the Seven Bridges Walk. And if I turn you round, the little stone bridge, there's 7 of them, bizarrely enough, Seven Bridges Walk, all at different angles. And there is some absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous autumn colour down here. Now the forecast said rain at 7 and 8 o'clock. It's 9:30 and it's just started. I thought, oh, it's not going to rain, so I've come down without my waterproof jacket, hence I am taking shelter underneath a very colourful tree. And it's quite a popular little place. We've had joggers and dog walkers and people generally mooching around. But the sun is shining. I don't know if this will pick it up. You can almost see the rain coming down in the mist. It's bizarre. So until until the rain goes away, I can't do a huge amount. I've got a shot lined up. See if I can show you. We have the path and the bridge, and then this absolutely gorgeous coloured tree. And the sun is coming in at just the right angle to light that up. If the rain stops. And I've got ISO 100. I think I've lined it up. I just got the shot lined up and the heavens opened. So I ran for it. Let's have a look. 15th of a second. And F10. I'll probably change that to F11. But when the sun comes through from up there, it's absolutely gorgeous. The colours really pop. I've put the polarizer on just to increase the saturation. And we've got the most bizarre sky. I've got thick, heavy black clouds. We've got, I don't know if you're going to be able to make this out. We've got blue sky, we've got white clouds, we've got grey clouds, and it is moving fairly well. It's quite breezy up the top, but down here we're a little bit more sheltered. So I think the rain's going to stop. I'm going to go and take a photo. I decided to try and get a bit creative. As I've walked back up towards the car, because it's well past my breakfast time, I'm starving hungry, I came across these branches hanging down, and they're like, the leaves are like little stars or little lights on them. And I've moved around a couple of times. I'm trying to make it a blackish background so that just the leaves get picked out. It sort of looks like a waterfall of leaves. I think it's actually worked. I'll try and show you what I've got. So, I think that actually looks, oh, where are we? Quite effective. I've done quite a few different compositions. Those are obviously in portrait format. But yeah, I quite like that. It is a bit breezy, so we're struggling a little bit with the wind. Oh, well, that's been a different morning. The Seven Bridges Walk, or the Seven Bridges Valley, is a wonderful place to walk down. It is beautiful, but it did struggle to find any decent compositions. There was plenty of colour, plenty of gorgeous trees, but I just couldn't find myself a composition that worked. So as you saw, I settled for the little intimate ones. Fingers crossed they've turned out. So I'm back at the van. I've had breakfast. I'm just having a cup of tea because it is 11:30 and I'm ever so slightly hungry. I'm going to rewind the clock a little bit to earlier on today, and you can see what I got up to. It was an absolutely fabulous morning. There's something very wrong with coming out at sunrise time and not shooting a sunrise. Not that I think there's going to be one. So we're going to go off and play hunt for deer again, but hunt in the nicest sense of the word. We've taken the camera, and I came up last night. I've got some really low quality video of a pair of stags rutting, which I'll pop up. But it was almost dark by the time I saw them. So I'm going to go off and see if I can get anything better. The forecast for today is better in terms of the fact that it's going to be sunny, so maybe the ISO won't need to be so high. I've got the 70 to 200 again with a teleconverter on, which should give me just that little bit more reach. Now, it really is quite difficult to talk and try and take photos. The light has come through wonderfully. I'm looking at a herd of fallow deer. You might be able to make out the stag bellowing away. I got talking to another lady photographer, so it really wasn't conducive to talking to you and showing you things. I'm so hoping this camera's focusing. The fallow deer are so gorgeous and set beneath the autumn coloured trees. Absolutely wonderful. Just round to my right, we have a herd of red deer that you might not be able to make out. Oh, just a second. Look, we have a stag wandering along. Whew. What an absolutely amazing morning. I really wish I could have done some more pieces to camera, but trying to keep an eye on the stags, making sure you don't upset them, because I really don't fancy ending up on the end of those antlers, and trying to manoeuvre your way around, keeping the light in the right place. I've watched a couple of battles, and they're brutal. When a battle had finished, I saw the loser walking away, and he was absolutely exhausted. He was foaming at the mouth. It's just phenomenal. This place is amazing. I just can't get enough of it. But I think I'm going to have to call it a day. But what I think I have proved is you can get decent images without the perfect kit. Ideally, I'd like to have been out there this morning with a 150 to 500 or a 400 prime with a teleconverter on. It wasn't to be. I've got a 70 to 200, I've got a 1.4 teleconverter on, which will give me a bit more reach, but it's still not ideal. But hopefully you'll see that even without perfect kit, even with average kit, you can actually walk away with some nice images. So a bit of a mix and match this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. And thank you for the subscriptions as always. And I shall see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.